Okay. Hello, beautiful souls. It's a beautiful day in the natural world. My name is Farah, and I like to make videos about how nature shows us who we truly are through the lens of my own human experience. So, today we're talking about stories. I love to meet new people, and whenever I do meet someone new, at the beginning of getting to know a new person, I notice there's this part of me that has almost like a hesitation or sort of a pause before I start to share the things that I like to do. You know, it's almost like, I like to do this. Do you also like to do this? Or is this weird to you that I like to do this? And I notice all of these stories that have been adopted by the mind around what certain likes or dislikes have come to mean. And I feel like we've all sort of adopted or taken on different stories or different meanings unconsciously throughout our lives. Some common ones that I see is like, oh, if you're a spiritual person, it means this. If you're not a spiritual person, it means this. If you're religious, it's this. If you're not religious, it's this. Or, I don't know, if you like to be in nature all the time, it means this. Or, if you like to sit at home and knit sweaters, that means something. There's all these stories about what things may or may not mean. And it kind of made me wonder about the implications and how much of a delay there is to experiencing the rawness, the realness of our humanity, the thing that lies beneath those likes or dislikes. And you might have experienced this, that let's say you're in a situation where you're sharing something that you like or dislike with another person, and one or the other person takes that sense of wonder to the next level and says, oh, well, what is it that you like about whatever it might be, spirituality or knitting or being in nature, or not those things, right? What is it that you like about the things that you like? How does it move you? How does it inspire you? How does it make you feel alive? And I notice all of these stories and all of these narratives and how they block the process of arriving to those very important next questions or next wonderings of, oh, well, what is it about that thing that highlights, that draws out something that's more you? And when I come out here into the natural world, there are no stories. There are no preconceived notions or narratives. There is just nature being itself. A bird will land on a tree and be like, I like this. And you know what? Nobody will say anything. They'll just be like, cool, it seems like you really like that. You really like that tree. Or, you see little critters chasing after each other and like, this is just fun. Can we just like have this fun? you know? There's just no other stuff. There's no blockages to just like the rawness and the beauty of what is really happening for each of these beings. They just naturally either draw in, the nourishment from this ecosystem that is important for them. They just release and let go of what is no longer needed for them in their evolution through life, and that process is just like a flow that just keeps happening. And all beings out here are in that same process. They are literally immersed in the process of life itself in the most pure way. There are just no blockages to the truth of what makes beings in the natural world the life that they are. And so I get to take this wisdom, that rawness, back into my day-to-day life. And whenever I'm in an experience where I'm meeting a new being, getting to know a new person, I am reminded of the rawness of life that nature exists in all the time. Nature is always raw, it's always real. There are no stories or narratives between beings. They all just are what they are and naturally express that in their living. Their life is their message. And so when I go back into day-to-day life and I'm in one of those moments where I notice something in the mind, maybe that is a story about something about the life that I am, or something about the life that another person is expressing to me, I get to pause and I get to remember the rawness of the beauty of the life of the natural world. And I get to notice whatever those stories are with kindness, right? And just with an honesty of how we've all adopted these conditionings of the mind unconsciously, consciously over time. And I get to notice these, and then I get to wonder, what is it about this thing that you like, or that I like, or that we both like? What is it that really inspires this experience to ignite the life that we are? And then the conversation moves to that place of ignition, of a mutual inspiration. And suddenly it's not even about the things that we like or dislike. It's actually about how the things that we like or dislike bring us to life. So I wish this for you. I wish this rawness and this courage and this bravery. If you ever find yourself in these moments where you're hearing stories within your own mind or from another around what something that you like or don't like might mean or not mean, I wish this knowing of this beauty that emerges from wondering within ourselves and each other how what we like or don't like, or what we feel drawn to or nourished by, actually lights up the life that we all already are, just like every being right here and right now in the natural world.